So there is a civil war currently tearing their country apart. Their home stadium is hundreds of kilometers away from the team and unreachable to them. Their fans watch from televisions and phone screens scattered across a country in crisis. And yet, Al Hilal Omdurman topped one of the most difficult groups in this season's CAF Champions League. And they are just one match away from securing a place in the semi-final of the competition. This El Hilal story needs to be told properly. Welcome to Golazo Africa, the show that celebrates what African football does best. I'm your host, and episode 1 belongs to El Hilal. So, before we get into the football itself, you need to understand Al Hilal Omdurman, what they are dealing with currently off the pitch, because nothing is normal about the current situation that they are going through. Al Hilal is a team that is based in Omdurman. Yes, Omdurman is a city in Sudan, right across the Nile from the capital Khartoum. And they are the most decorated club in Sudanese football history. The club was founded in 1930, and it has fan base that stretches across the entire country of Sudan. But since April 2023, Sudan has been engulfed in a devastating civil war between the Sudanese armed forces and then the rapid support forces. And cities have been destroyed, millions have been displaced. Khartoum and then Omdurman, Al Hilal's home, sit right at the center of the conflict. Al Hilal cannot play at home currently. They cannot play in Sudan at all. So where are they playing their CAF Champions League home games? That's a question that we are asking. This season, they are playing their home games in Kigali at the Amahoro Stadium, the 45,000 capacity stadium in Kigali, Rwanda. That's where they are playing their home games. They are also playing in the Rwandan League. Yes, they are playing in the Rwandan League. Last season, they participated in the league in Mauritania. That was where they were based most of the times. They played some of their games in the Champions League in Libya as well. So the team had been moving up and down. They are still doing that. Now, currently, they are based in Kigali. Imagine how they are surviving. Imagine how they are paying their players. Imagine how they are sponsoring the team and all that. All of this, even teams that are playing in their own home country, how easy is it for them to do all these things? Al Hilal Omdurman has been doing this for more than one season now. And the team is still standing. The team is still strong. And they deserve some credit for that. That is why they are on this episode of Golazo Africa. They have some passionate fans that are in Kigali that watch them at the stadiums when they play in Kigali. Some adopted fans as well. And currently they have a Romanian coach managing them. A Romanian coach managing a Sudanese club, playing their home games in Rwanda and winning. Let that picture settle. If that picture settles, you will appreciate what we are doing here on this episode of Golazo Africa. When the draw for the group stage was held, Al Hilal were drawn in Group C alongside last year's losing finalists, Mamelodi Sundowns, cash-rich Algerian champions, MC Alger, and then the ever dangerous FC St. Eloi Lupopo. These were the teams that were drawn in Group C. And right after the draw, everybody knew that this was going to be a very, very difficult group for El Hilal. And so most people either thought about them finishing third or fourth in the group, because this was a team, that was playing away from home. They didn't have a home. They didn't have that home advantage. And so they were the team going into this particular competition that everybody was thinking was going to be very, very difficult for them. But they ended up proving everybody wrong. They went to Pretoria and got points in Pretoria. They ended up qualifying from this group. They didn't just qualify from the group, but they ended up finishing first in the group. Yes, they finished first in a group that contained Mamelodi Sundowns, a team that even El Ali, the mighty El Ali, struggles against. El Hilal managed to get 4 points from Mamelodi Sundowns, and that was no fluke at all. That is what El Hilal did in the group. They qualified as group winners of Group C And that was amazing. The man who has been behind this whole thing is the Romanian coach, the 50-year-old Redcamp. Yes, Redcamp is the man behind the success story of El Ali on the field of play. You cannot tell this story without talking about the man who built it. Laurentio Redcamp, he joined El Hilal last year, August, after Florent Ibenge had left them to join Azam FC. Yes, that was when Redcamp joined El Hilal. Even in Romania, he's not a household name, not to talk of outside Romania. But what he has done at El Hilal in these extraordinary circumstances is not something that we can overlook, and that he deserves all the recognition that there is. You cannot talk about the success of El Hilal without talking about him. His philosophy is very, very clear. He deflects praise. He builds belief quietly. He does not make predictions. He does not make noise. He just prepares his team and lets the results speak for itself. That is what he does. And so what does all this mean for African football? The war that is ongoing in Sudan right now is something that we are praying for. We are all hoping that the war stops right now. We know that the football that is currently ongoing will not rebuild the cities that have been destroyed. It will not probably even stop the war itself. But one thing that we know, that I know for sure, is that the joy and everything of seeing El Hilal winning brings smiles to the faces of thousands of Sudanese, of millions of Sudanese people that are currently struggling in the country right now. Those that are homeless, those that are struggling to eat, those that are struggling to even get close to where, those that are struggling to get a place to even lay their head. This football story can unite them. This football story can bring joy to them. And that is what I am happy for, because at least this football will bring all these people together. It can bring us together. It can unite us. Whether there is fighting or there is no fighting, the football that we are seeing now can unite us. And we are using this opportunity to urge the warring factions that, look, there is no winner in war. At the end of the day, thousands of people will die. At the end of the day, millions of people will die. Why do we have to continue like this? We have to take something from this story that is going on, this El Hilal story. We have to lay down our arms. We have to lay down our arms because we are brothers after all. And that is one thing that we must know. El Hilal, where are they going from next? Where are they going next? They played their game against RS Berkane, the first leg in the quarterfinal match in Berkane yesterday. They drew 1-1 away from home. It was a very, very interesting game. El Hilal scored first in the 13th minutes, and they defended very, very well. They were solid at the back. They forced Berkane to play on the wings. They were not scared of the crosses because all the crosses that were coming in, they were dealing with it very, very well. Berkane ran out of solutions, but in the 9 minutes of the game, Berkane managed to get a penalty, which was converted, and so the game ended 1-1. But the second leg is going to come off in Kigali in a week's time, and it is going to be a cracker of a game. We know that the El Hilal fans in Kigali are going to go to the stadium to support El Hilal. Thousands of fans also outside Sudan who cannot go to the stadium are also going to support the team from wherever they are. Yes, that's it. El Hilal Omdurman, no home stadium, no home crowd, a country at war behind them, and a quarter-final place in front of them. That is African football at its best. And that is exactly why this show exists. If this story moved you, share. Share the story, send it to someone who needs to hear it, and drop a comment below. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that anytime we share a video here, you are going to get it first. You are going to see the video first. You can also follow us on all our other social media platforms. You can also follow all our other shows here on YouTube. We have another show on YouTube called Red Card Africa. And once you go into our channel, Africa Soccer Zone, you can find that show where we have interesting conversations about African football. And that is what we want to do. We want to help build African football. I am your host, and this has been Golazo Africa. See you another time. Bye-bye.